This is the 5th year that the Institute of Directors has thrown its support behind a directors event. What role does the IODSA believe an event of this nature fulfills?
I think there are so many issues facing our country, and I think business has a big responsibility to try and solve some of those issues. Business almost wouldn't be sustainable if it doesn't solve those issues. And therefore, us as business leaders, as directors, we need to start thinking about these things. This event is an annual reminder of some of those issues and almost a debate of some of the solutions. And we hope that the thoughts and the ideas that come out of this continue during the year as well.
In terms of the level of corruption that's been exposed recently in both public and private sector organizations, how does the IODSA believe corporate governance should evolve to put more checks and balances in place?
So really my view is that the issue is not corporate governance and the checks and balances that are there already. The issue is rather the implementation thereof. So governance calls for various things. It calls for independence, but how independent is a board if they become too cozy with management and are not applying a level of professional skepticism that's necessary? Corporate governance is not about ticking the boxes. It's not about having all the things in place, but it's about having those things in place with an end in mind, with an outcome in mind. And if you're not achieving those outcomes of ethical leadership, effective control, good performance, and legitimacy, then you don't have good governance at the end of the day. Governance is about ethical and effective leadership. No law or set of rules or code of governance can stop someone from doing something wrong if they wish to do something wrong. So it's really about applying the law, the rules, the codes effectively and how it was intended.
Kumbuzo Nchamveni is the new Minister of Small Business Development. What advice would you share with her in terms of developing entrepreneurship in South Africa?
I think the first thing is entrepreneurs are not exposed to corporate governance. And as I said to you before, corporate governance is about ethical and effective leadership. If they don't get this right from fledgling days, their business will not grow and sustain itself. Remember, when they're eventually going to bankers and to funders to look for funding, more and more investors and funders are assessing whether organizations have good corporate governance before they're putting their money in, because it means the money will be well looked after. So I think the importance of governance needs to be instilled in these entrepreneurs.